Well, predictably, some very strong statements from the CNRP's Vice President Musa Chua speaking in Jakarta. He is one of the many opposition politicians that has been harassed, intimidated and forced to flee. He described the vote as the death of democracy, and those fears or those statements are backed up by a number of independent analysts. Now, the international community has spent billions of dollars guiding Cambodia out of war and towards democracy, and there are some genuine concerns that this vote represents that democratic process collapsing. Now, the CNRP have existed in Cambodia as a competitive opposition, and analysts say that Hun Sen was willing to tolerate them until the last election in 2013, where they nearly won. They also did very well in the most recent local elections, and since then they have been virtually destroyed. Their leader, Kem Sokha, is in jail on treason charges. He's been held without trial. The party was dissolved last November, and Prime Minister Hun Sen is accused of using the court system to orchestrate that destruction. So now the CNRP, speaking from Jakarta, are asking the international community to reject the results of this vote.
The EU and the United States have both criticised this election and refused to send international observers. Realistically, what happens next for the international community?
Well, we'll expect some strongly worded statements sort of rejecting the result. We've already had one from the White House this morning saying it is considering visa sanctions on certain Cambodians. But beyond that, it'll be interesting to see how Western states like the EU and the US react. There are a number of options, like sanctioning the inner circle of Hun Sen, the Dirty Dozen as they're known. They have been identified by Human Rights Watch as being human rights abusers. And beyond that, there are also economic measures. Now, Cambodia is part of the EBA agreement, the Everything But Arms agreement, which is a trade treaty with the European Union, which allows Cambodia to export all its products, except arms and ammunition, into the EU without tariffs or quotas. Now, that is now under review, and if Cambodia is withdrawn, that would be absolutely catastrophic for workers and the economy. It would punish hundreds of thousands of garment workers, most of whom are women, and also the millions more that depend on that income. So there's a balancing act now for the international community and what they do next in terms of managing to sanction Hun Sen without punishing millions of Cambodians and their everyday lives.